Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. Today's video, I'm continuing my series on ranking all 100 favorite albums. I am now to number 8 on my list. Number 8 favorite album is Poems, Prayers, and Promises by John Denver. Came out in 1971, fourth studio album. Yeah, a couple huge hits on here. But yeah, again, another just absolutely 10 out of 10 album for me. I love John Denver's singing, songwriter, writes great lyrics, great singer too. Love his voice, and of course the acoustic guitar sounds great. And yeah, so this is another really great kind of folk country album. And I'm a big John Denver fan, so this is a great one to talk about here on Jason the Old Millennial. Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well here on a Saturday night. Another night for me to do a video. But yeah, having a pretty good day. Actually pretty good weather outside here in Kansas. Anyways, so talking about my 8th favorite album all time, which is on the intro, is this one. John Denver's Poems, Prayers, and Promises. Came out in 1971. This is, to me, the first really big album of his, because then we'd get some other ones that were on my list already. Rocky Mountain High, absolutely amazing album, and then Back Home Again are the other two that made it into my top 100. So 3 albums right now. I need to listen to more John Denver, to be honest, but these are the 3 albums I've listened to that I just absolutely love, and this is my favorite of the 3. Poems, Prayers, and Promises, like I said, 4th studio album. This went number 15 in the US, so it charted top 15. So it had 2 big singles on here, the biggest singles of his career probably, and that is Take Me Home, Country Roads, which went number 2 in the US, and maybe the most played song for him of all time. This is played everywhere. I even saw, I was watching this FIBA World Basketball, I think it was last summer, and they were in Germany or something, and someone said they went to the bar there and they were playing the song Take Me Home, Country Roads. So it's everybody all over the world loves this song, Take Me Home, Country Roads. Like I said, most well known, a lot of people's favorites. I know my friend Nick, that's his favorite John Denver song. He kind of got into him recently. What can you say? Great traveling song. I remember being a kid and going on vacation, and my parents would put in John Denver, and Take Me Home, Country Roads is the best song to travel to. You're just singing along, driving along the road, It's great. So that went number 2. The other song that's pretty big here is Sunshine on My Shoulders, which went number 1. So it's a number 1 hit that he had on this album. Interesting enough. Another fantastic song about how great sun is. Sun feels great when it's on you, and it's all about the greatest sunshine, which I love about John Denver is how he uses nature and talks about how great nature is, how great this, talks about the mountains, and this, he talks about the sun, as he does sometimes. Anyways, love it. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful song. I should also say Take Me Home, Country Roads is the official state song of West Virginia, because he mentions West Virginia in the movie, in the song, sorry. Almost Heaven, West Virginia, it said Blue Ridge Mountains, Chattanooga River or whatever, something river. And I've been, 2 people I know that's from Virginia on YouTube has pointed out that the Blue Ridge Mountains are in Virginia, not West Virginia. So the song is actually talking more about Virginia than West Virginia, but he mentions West Virginia in the song, so it's now the state song for West Virginia. So pretty cool to get your song, a state song written by you anyway. So yeah, so 2 pretty big songs there. overall 12 songs here basically, except for the 12th song is not really a song, it's a poem called The Box, which is really weird if you listen to it. Just John Denver citing this poem that he likes, which is a very kind of, if you know John Denver, he's very, environmentalist type, and it's a very environmentalist type poem that he recites here. But yeah, it's a lot of good stuff here. The opening song, Poems, Prayers, and Promises, the title of the album, a great, great song. Absolutely fantastic story writing, kind of about, again, it's kind of about hanging around the campfire with your family, talking about, old times kind of, and talking about the future, and just talking, just out in the camping, kind of things, and just fantastic. He does a really good cover of Let It Be. Let It Be. I mean, obviously the Beatles version's going to be the best, but this is actually a pretty good cover, Let It Be, I think. My Sweet Lady, really good, another really sweet song from John Denver. Yeah, really good ballad from him. Junk, another cover. This is from McCartney's first album, McCartney. Junk, I really like that song, and he does a really good cover of Junk, so really like that. I Guess He'd Rather Be in Colorado, another really fantastic song. Again, he loves talking about, Colorado and stuff like that. He loves the mountains. Of course, he has the Rocky Mountain High coming up. So yeah, great, another great song. I almost want to say that's another radio hit for him. And then he does a good cover of Fine Rain, of course, which was huge. I feel like that came out maybe in 1970 even. So it's a pretty quick cover. In fact, Junk just came out in 1970, I think, on McCartney's first album. So he's taken some pretty... Let B just came out in 1970. On the Let B album just came out in 1970. So he's covering three pretty cool songs that just came out a year before. And all three, I think, are pretty good covers. So interesting that you don't think of him being a big cover singer, but out of 11 songs, basically, I mean, you got at least 3 covers I know of on top of my mind. Yeah, you got 3 pretty big covers here. So, and then another song someone else wrote. So he writes about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 of the 11 he wrote or co-wrote on here. So he's also known for his writing, but yeah, so it's a good mixture of cover songs and some great songs that he wrote. Like I said, Poems, Prayers, and Promises, Take Me Home Country Roads, Sunshine on My Shoulders are some of his greatest songs in my opinion. I mean, so really top level stuff. Of course, I have it so high because to me, those 3 songs especially are just some of his best songs of all time. And like I said, I'd Rather Be in Colorado is a really good one as well. And then the 3 cover songs are actually quite good. So that's why I got it so high on my list. I don't think there's really a bad song on here. The only thing I don't care for is the box at the end, but it's the very last one and it's weird and I just kind of skip it usually. But anyways, but still some excellent stuff here. Yeah, so let's go into my top 3 favorite songs. Number 3, I don't know if this will be a surprise, but Take Me Home Country Roads at number 3. Obviously, so fun to sing along to, about traveling. And if you travel, I love traveling. I love driving to different places. And part of the fun of traveling to me is driving and seeing the scenery change as you're driving through. I don't like cities, so I like getting past the cities and just being in the open road, especially when I used to have a motorcycle. Actually, me and my dad used to drive motorcycles, and we used to drive to Arkansas. We used to drive to Missouri, to Colorado, which is absolutely amazing. Colorado is probably my favorite place to go to because it's right next to Kansas, and it's got the most beautiful mountains ever. But yeah, we'd go to Colorado. We've gone up to South Dakota. We've gone to Arizona, New Mexico. So we've driven all over the place in the Midwest area on our motorcycles. And I tell you, there's nothing better than riding a motorcycle on the open road, just enjoying the scenery. It's amazing anyway. So yeah, that's always makes me think of that when I hear the song. But yeah, it's definitely a classic for a reason. Yeah, one of his best. Take Me Home Country Roads, number 3. Number 2, I have Poems, Prayers, and Promises, the title song. It's another favorite. I mean, all 3 of these are obviously going to be my top 10 favorite John Denver songs. That's how good this album is for me. It's it's got 3 just top tier songs. And so Poems, Prayers, and Promises, yeah, again, I said I love just the idea of sitting around a campfire as time passes by with your family And he says, we're talking about poems, prayers, and promises, and things that we believe in. How right it is to care for someone, or something like that. How right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? I mean, just some great lines overall, and great acoustic guitar playing, of course, and just some of his best material. Number one is going to be Sunshine on My Shoulders, which is also my favorite John Denver song of all time. So obviously that helps this album quite a bit when I got my favorite John Denver song on here. And I've always loved this song that guitar starts in bum, 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 whatever. And sunshine on my shoulders. You know, it's just so beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful song. Just him, that acoustic guitar. And then the strings come in, the orchestra, and it's just a beautiful orchestra with him singing. I love nothing better than someone with an acoustic guitar and orchestra. You got me when you got those three things going together so well, and this really does it so good. And it kind of repeats that throughout the whole song, and it just gets even better. He even kind of goes a little bit at the end. He kind of belts it out a little bit more. Sunshine on my shoulders, look so lovely. He does like this. Well, he doesn't do it until the very end. You're like, oh my God, that was an incredible note when he hit that lovely note anyway. So yeah, it's just one of the most beautiful songs ever made, ever written, ever sung, ever written. Sunshine on My Shoulders, number one here on this absolutely amazing album. So yeah, definitely check out John Denver. If you like singer-songwriters, I mean, you can't go wrong with this album. One of the best singer-songwriter albums of all time. And it's number 8 on my list. So feel free to comment. What do you think about this album? Or have you heard it? Are you a fan of it? What's your favorite song? Love to read any comments. I really, really love it when people comment. And I love to talk to people and reply back anyway. So yeah, besides that, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking it. And thank you for watching the series. Anybody that's been through me with this series, I appreciate it. It's been long. It's been a couple of years now. I've gone through here, and I'm now getting there. I'm top 8 now. But yeah, so thank you for that. And just thank you to all my subscribers. I just today got to 275, so that was pretty cool. I was like, all right, that's a good round number, 275. Hitting for 300, hopefully, this year. So thank you to everybody that subscribed to me, watching my channel. Appreciate all of you. Hope you have